We are working on deformed wing virus testing, and we're developing ways to make sure that our test works and that we can get accurate results. Deformed wing virus is an RNA virus that is commonly found throughout honeybee colonies, and there really isn't a whole lot of data available.
Deformed wing virus causes a lot of physical deformities, like their wings get all shriveled.
Varroa are the vector that transmits this disease to the honeybees. So the varroa get into the hive, they get into the cells where baby bees are developing, typically in drone cells. And then when they emerge, they can infect the hive and reproduce.
So we did a collaboration with another professor in my department. Dr. Yaller volunteered to help us take our samples that we're getting out in the yard into the lab and actually test them utilizing a real-time PCR machine that we can use to detect this RNA virus.
What we're doing is taking positive controls of deformed wing virus, and we're running these curves against samples from our own hives. The PCR machine tracks the amplification of the RNA.
Because of the nature of the disease being caused by a virus, it doesn't have an antibiotic like a bacterial disease would. There's not a way that we can treat the virus specifically. What we can do is more of a preventative measure by treating for the mites.
We do that in many different ways. An example of that would be our oxalic acid vaporizations. And we'll also do some apivar treatments.
The students get to see from this research how you can take something from the field, gather samples in the field, bring it into the lab, use high-tech testing, current testing that is used in labs all over the country, medical labs and research labs. Get a good result, get data, see how that data could be utilized over the greater community, and then take it back out into the field and use that information to make decisions out in the field and how maybe you would care for your bees.
I think that the deformed wing virus has really grown in popularity among beekeepers, and that's why we want to take a closer look at it. It has such great impact on the hives.
They're really important to our agricultural system, and there's a lot of native bees that are endangered right now.
Honeybees are vital to our food security. They pollinate about 1/3 of the crops that we eat. So if we don't have them and we don't have healthy honeybees, we're not going to have honeybees to produce our food and help pollinate our crops.